If you pay even a bit of attention to the news, you'll have heard about a ton of British businesses going bust over the last few years. Thomas Cook and Mothercare are just two examples from the past couple of months. So, when a company goes bust like this, the current model we have is that another firm, usually transnational, or the government will buy it at a hugely reduced cost. They'll strip it of its assets, lay a ton of people off, sell off its best bits, and basically pick its carcass clean. Usually they describe this as saving or rescuing the company. Labour have another plan for when a company goes bust. The first thing they'll do before letting foreign firms bid on it is give its workers the opportunity to buy the firm and run it as a cooperative. The idea is that when things aren't going well at work, the people working on the ground will usually have a really good idea of what's going wrong and how to save things. Then, once they've done that, they'll run it efficiently, ethically, and generally care more about providing a good product or service than making sure the people doing the graft to provide that product or service reap the benefits of their success. If the company isn't salvageable, the workers will generally know this, so they could just vote not to take it over. So, how will the workers pay for it? If your employer went bust tomorrow, chances are that you don't have the money to buy an equal share in the firm. Well, a Labour government will set up a development bank to lend you the money to do that, really, really cheaply. What does this do for our economy? A few things. For one, it makes us more resilient to economic disasters. Rather than laying off thousands of jobs and selling British assets to foreign firms at a discounted rate when a company goes bust, the government will take on a bit of debt and save those jobs. It will keep those assets in Britain, and what's more is that rather than punishing you when your employer does a bad job of running your company, it will give you the chance to step up and do things better. For two, it means we'll have more cooperatives. This is more companies which are owned by the workers, and more people who have control over the companies they work for, taking a fairer share of the profits. And finally, it will boost our economy enormously. It will turn badly run companies around, it will save thousands of jobs and end up generating more taxes. Not only will it make these companies more productive, but it will save the government paying thousands of workers' benefits when they lose their jobs. The policy basically pays for itself. This stuff is common sense. But most politicians, naming no names, are funded by the types of disaster capitalists who make their fortunes out of companies going bust and British people losing their livelihoods, so actual sensible policies like this don't even get a look in.